wonderful people. I hope you guys are doing really well. You know what, it's that time of the year. It is my roundup to the whole years of makeup. I am so excited. This time I want to do slightly something different. I want to do a drugstore version of this and then a high-end. Let's see how this goes. I've got a lot of things to go through, so I will make this intro very short. But yeah, let's get right into it. Okay, so to start off with, we are going to go as I apply my makeup, or as the makeup is applied, and we will start with our primer. So primer of choice, are we surprised? It's Smashbox. This is the primerizer from Smashbox. I have this, I think this is my third bottle, or maybe my second, I don't remember now. I've literally lost count, and even this is running out. Literally, it's down to here now. This is the best thing ever. I have this on my face at the moment as well. It literally is a primer and a moisturizer. It's beautiful on the skin. It goes on perfectly. It fills in your pores, keeps you hydrated, holds on to the foundation really well. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. And if you haven't tried this in 2019, please do try it in 2020, because yeah, this is fabulous, absolutely fabulous. Moving on to foundation, I have admittedly more than one. I'm sorry, I tried, I really did, but I just couldn't control myself. So I've got two, and the two I have are, I think I've mentioned these in 2018 as well, if I'm not wrong. I think I have, I'm not sure, but they're so good. I use them again this year and I just couldn't stop using them, and I use them over my other high-end ones, so I think it's just fair that I include these again. And these are these two. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation. Whew. SPF 15, and this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Now I know these are firm favorites. This I don't think as much, but the Luminous Silk is very popular. The color I have in Luminous Silk is 3.5, and the one I use in the Light Wonder is 4 Fair. Now both these have very different finishes, they have very different textures. This one is very light, that's what I find, and I put this on with my fingers, and I sometimes use this under slightly more heavier foundations, because I find this one is a really nice base, because it gives you a really nice natural glow. And if you're wearing a full coverage foundation, which sometimes can make you lose dimensions in terms of your face, and make you lose that boosting and glowy effect, then this is an absolute gem. I usually use this either on its own on a casual day, or if I'm doing a full face of makeup, then I use this on my as a base, obviously after a primer, and then I use some other foundation, either this one or the other one. So yeah, these two are my absolute favorites. If you haven't used these, where are you? Are you living under a rock? Where the hell are you? Anyway, yeah, please do test these out. These are absolutely amazing, and I've used them for a very long time, and they keep making the appearance in my either monthly favorites or my yearly favorites. So please do go and try this, and that will be all. Next, I want to mention my under eye, not concealer, but corrector. And again, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you would know this. This is the Benefit Boing corrector. The color I have is number 2. Again, I think this is my third one, or maybe my second one, and I have made a huge dent in this. This is very creamy, very pigmented. You need the slightest bit on your finger. Put this under your eyes. It's got a very peachy tone, so anyone who's got like bluish or brownish or greyish shadow on their eyes like I do, then this is absolutely amazing for you. I put this on, like a very thin layer of this on, and then I put my concealer on, because if I only put concealer on, I will look like a panda. Yeah, panda. Next for concealer, again I've cheated, I'm sorry, but I couldn't help it. Both these concealers, one I have used before and rediscovered in 2018, and the other one is brand new to me. I really wanted it, finally got it in 2019, so here it is, and it is these two. So this one is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer. This is the Stay in Place Flawless Concealer. Now don't confuse this with the newer version. This is the older one, and I say the older one, it's not, I mean, you can still get it. I got it again this year, but there's a 24-hour one. This is not that one, this is the original one. The color I wear in this is 2W Light Medium Warm, which is also the color of my foundation that I use in this, and that foundation I actually wore on my wedding as well, so it's a very full coverage. I was this close to including it as well, but I thought no, I will go with my Giorgio Armani because I use that more than my Estee Lauder one. So this is the matching concealer to that foundation. Again, beautiful coverage and blends like a bloody dream, and a little goes a long way. You can use your fingers, you can use a sponge, you can use a brush, either way it's beautiful. And the next one is this lovely thing from Tarte. Now if no one's heard about this, I don't think there's anyone in the world who hasn't heard about this. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Double Duty concealer. The color I wear is light beige 22B. I think this is the pioneer of the huge doe foot applicator. I think after the Shape Tape, everyone started making them. If you've used this ever, you know how good this is. This is literally, it's like glue under your eyes. Not in a bad way, but obviously in a good way. It stays on, it stays put, it doesn't crease. It's very high coverage, so you don't need a lot. And yeah, I literally can't say anything bad about this. I really cannot. It's beautiful. You don't need a lot of it. And yeah, just blend it away. The only thing I will say though, when you put this on, make sure you blend it in very quickly because it does dry, set and dry under your eyes quite quickly. Next we will go on to face powder. Now that is a huge category. Again, I had a few in mind, but the one that I really wanted to include, I haven't included anywhere else because I bought it in 2018. I bought it in 2019. I heard so much about it and I was like, should I buy it, should I not? Then I bit the bullet and I did. And it's the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder. It is their Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. Oh my god, Charlotte Tilbury has really long names to her products. Anyway, the colour I have is 2 medium. Look at this beauty. I mean, even though like it's so slim and it's so beautiful, like when you take this out of your purse and you're powdering your nose, it looks beautiful. But besides that, this is an absolute dream to wear. It's the most finely milled powder I have ever worn. When you put this on your face, you cannot feel it. I usually get oily around my T-zone, like around my nose, around here and my forehead, and I use this just on there. It literally, it feels like you've put a filter on your face. This is absolutely beautiful. Again, if you haven't bought this yet and you do want to, or you've planned to, please do so. You will not be sorry. I mean, honestly, this is absolutely amazing. Right, on to bronzer. Again, I'm cheating again. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But am I really sorry? I think so. Anyway, onto bronzer. So again, one of these is a repurchase, and the other one is a brand new to me because this is the one that people have raved about, and I finally bought it this year. And the two that I have is one from Fenty Beauty and the other one from Estee Lauder, which is the Bronze Goddess. Again, the Bronze Goddess, everyone knows it's a firm favorite. People have been using it for years, and I have again. So I bought one again. The color I have in this one is number 2 Suggestive, and then in the Fenty one, this is a mini one that I have. This is called Shady Biz. My god, both these are absolutely beautiful. obviously this is a slightly smaller one. The color of these two are they're not very similar, but for somehow both of them work for me. I don't know how. I think this one is slightly warmer and this is slightly cooler, but either way both of them are absolutely beautiful. This one obviously smells nicer because, you know, Estee Lauder always makes their products smell really nice. I don't know how they do it, but the Fenty Beauty one has been the rave this year, and again I bit the bullet and I got the smaller version of this, and also the stick that she has. I don't use the stick that often, but I do use this a lot, and also because it's easier to carry, I just thought I'd get the smaller version, use this up, see how I find it, and then I'll buy the bigger one. And I absolutely love this. For blush, now this is a bit of a tricky one because the only two that I actually like that are high-end-ish are the MAC ones, but I don't have them here with me for some reason. I don't know why. I will put up a picture over here somewhere for you where you can see the extra mention ones. So I've got two from there. One, I think one is a slightly browny pinky one, and one is a very bright peachy one, and I love both of them very, very much. So that's definitely one of my favorites. They do have a bit of shimmer, so even if you don't have a highlighter with you and you just put them on your cheek, it does give you a really nice glow. So that's definitely one to try out if you still have it in MAC. And the next one that I like is one from a palette. So this is the palette. This is the Get the Pretty Started from Benefit. It comes with bronzer, blush and a highlighter. You can see I've literally used the hell out of this bronzer. Again, Hoola bronzer, also one of my favorites, but I've been using it for so long I didn't want to put it in this one. But actually the blush that they have over here, which is the California, is really nice, and I find that this blush suits so many skin tones. I mean, it's very, very peachy pink, so I think with any kind of skin tone you would get away with this. If you put it on, I think if you're darker you might be able to put this on, maybe layer it up slightly more, but if you're pale or much paler than I am or like me, then this is an absolute dream. I wear this nearly every single day to work, mind you. I got this out of my office makeup kit, so it's just easy to carry as well. It's very thin and very slim, so I really like that in that way. And also it's just the one-stop shop for all your contouring needs. Now onto highlighter. I want to mention again one that I haven't used in a very long time. Not used, I didn't buy it, I don't know why. And again, bit the bullet. I think I'm saying this a lot in this video, and I bought it, and it's the Becca highlighter from the one I have is Opal. Now I know people like the champagne pop, but for some reason I found that the champagne pop I think it was just too much for me. I don't know why. I just found it really in your face. Well, I think the Opal one is as nice, but it's slightly, I think it's more subtle and I like it more. Again, this is the mini one. I got the mini because I didn't want to buy the whole thing and then find out that I absolutely hated it. It was too much. So I bought the smaller version of this, and it came with the liquid version of the highlighter as well, so I've got both, and I absolutely love this. Also the fact that it's very, very tiny and you can put it in your purse. Sometimes I just take if I don't want to take my palette, the Benefit palette, I just take my Fenty contour, my Fenty bronzer, small one, and this one, and I just put it in my purse. Now on to eyes. If you know me and you've been watching my videos for a while, you would know that I am a sucker for Smashbox palettes. I think I've literally got everything, but the one that I used to hell this year, and I still am because I've got it in my makeup bag, is this one. So this is the Smashbox and Vlada palette. Can you see the state of that palette? It is absolutely horrendous. So this is the Petal Metal Eyeshadow palette. This is so beautiful. I mean, if you've got dark eyes like me, then this palette should be your best friend. all of these colors look absolutely beautiful. You can wear, I've literally worn all of these colors. Like, can you see? Obviously these and this are my favorite ones, but I've literally used all of these colors on my eyes, and I don't think there's a single palette where I've used all the colors on my eyes. This is beautiful. If you're looking to buy a palette from Smashbox, then I think it should be this one. I'm not really sure if you can still get this. I think I can, because this was, I think, a limited edition one, or was it? I think so. It's the Velada one, so I'm guessing it's a collaboration, so it might be limited edition. But this is beautiful. I've hit pan on this color. This one is a very fun favorite, because like a rusty orange, which looks really, really nice with brown eyes. And then you've got this beautiful blending color, you've got a shading color, you've got two highlights over here that you can use either in the inner corner of your eye, or if you're going really bold, then you can use it under your eyebrows. Again, lovely consistency, really beautiful. It is metallic-y, like it is a shimmer, but you do get two mattes, which are amazing, and you can do so many looks with this. Now onto mascara. I really want to mention the IT Cosmetics one, but I think I mentioned it last year, so I don't want to repeat myself. But actually, in theory, this year I have used quite a lot of this one, and it's Lancome Monsieur Big Mascara. This is the full size one. And I have, so again, the bristles of this are absolutely amazing. They give you such good eyelashes. They literally make you look like you're wearing falsies. They give you volume, they give you length. It is absolutely beautiful. I have two mini ones in my purse. So I've got one for the office purse, and I've got like an extra one that I have on the go. And I think I will buy, I think I have already bought another one in the sale from John Lewis. I think I have it. You cannot go wrong with this. There's another one that's the waterproof one, but I don't really wear waterproof ones. But if you do, then it's exactly the same as this one, and obviously it's waterproof. So if you're the kind of person that can only wear waterproof mascaras, definitely get this one. It's such a firm favorite of so many people. I don't understand why I caught on really late, but anyway, I did anyway, and I've been using it all year round. I've gone through numerous tubes, I don't know how many, and I can't get enough of this. So make sure you go and try this if you still haven't, and you can thank me later. Now for eyebrows, I think this would not come as a shock and surprise to you, because I literally just use one or two products, and the one that I use from the high end is this from Benefit. This is the Benefit Gimme Brow. Again, I don't really do I don't fill in my eyebrows, I just use this, and the color I use is 3, which I think is the medium one, and I use this every single day to work. If I'm going out, then I usually layer it up. So I do it once, then let it dry, and then I do it again, because it's got fibers in it, so it really helps fill in your eyebrows, keeps them in place. It's a really good gel. So, and I think all of the Benefit line is really nice. So if you're looking for something like a pencil, then they've got that. They've literally got the eyebrow game really strong. So but this is the one that I always use and I always go back to. Now on to the lip area. The lip pencil that I usually use and I have been using for a very long time is the MAC Morning Coffee lip pencil, if you haven't seen that around. But this year I think I used this one more. Again, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce the name, so I will write it down here somewhere what it's called, and it is this one from NARS. It's not this short, it's much longer, but I've used it so much. This is like a cool toned brown. It's really nice. It stays on the lips for a very long time. It does not go away, and it's very creamy and blendable, so you can, even if you're wearing it, it won't dry. Although it's long wearing, it won't dry your lips, and it will blend in with your lipstick really well, and it stays in place forever, like literally until you take it off. For lipsticks, I've got two. Now, in this, again, I've cheated, but in my defense, they are very different textures and very different formulas, so I thought I might be able to get away with it anyway. And the two lipsticks, formula wise and everything else, are these two. This is the Charlotte Tilbury one, and this is the YSL one. The Charlotte Tilbury one that I particularly like, sorry, I've got them in my eye. The Charlotte Tilbury one that I particularly like are the matte ones. This is Amazing Grace, which you can see I have used down to a nubbin. Amazing Grace, again, it's a beautiful colour. It's coming really strong on the camera, but it's actually like a very muted cross between a bright pink and a bright peach, but they come together and they become mute. Like, it's like a muted peach pinky color. God, what am I talking about? And they stay on, again, very comfortable. The formula of these, I haven't seen such a formula ever in my life. I think some other, I think Chanel and NARS, I think they've come with like a powder one, or is that Armani? I think one of them, they've got like a powder bullet or something. But this one, it's high coverage, you can't feel it on your lips, and it stays on for yonks until, like, literally, I wear this to work every single day and I don't touch it up all day. I eat and drink and do all kinds of stuff. Well, when I say all kinds of, like eating and drinking like you do at work, and it doesn't come off, it stays put. And then this one from YSL, this is the color 10. It's a very bright red. This is what that I wear when I'm going out and I know that I will be eating and drinking and having fun, and I don't want to be conscious of my lip color and my lipstick going off. So this is the color that I have in this one. Again, it's very light, you can't feel it. It goes onto the lips very, very soft and very like suede like, but then it dries down, but it's not too dry. You can't feel it on your lips, but it's always there. And I also wore this to my Christmas party recently. I will put a picture here somewhere for you if you would like to see. And yeah, and like, oh look, like it literally stains your lips as well. So even if you have this on your lips, you won't be you know, you won't be worried about losing your lip color anytime soon or anything. So yeah, that is also a plus. One more thing, I don't want to bore you, but it would not be one of my videos without a perfume favorite. So, ta-da! This is the Dior Joy. My God, oh, this has to be the most beautiful, feminine, yet musky, yet sexy perfume I have owned. As you can see, I've literally finished all of it. This is the so this is a 90 ml, and this is the biggest size it comes in. It's got a magnetic lid, which is beautiful. It's got a beautiful, beautiful bottle. It looks really nice on your dressing table. The perfume itself is light pink, so that looks really nice and feminine. And my God, the smell of this is absolutely gorgeous. If you haven't smelled this, please go and do smell it. I think they have come out with a newer version of this bottle where they've got like slight dents in it, but that's the more intense one. Either way, it stays on for a very long time, and whenever I wear this, people have literally stopped me and asked me what I'm wearing. So either it really suits my body pH balance, or it's just a beautiful perfume. Either way, I love it. So please do try this out if you can. And that is it, my lovely people. This is the high-end version of my favorite makeup and one perfume of 2019. I hope you guys have a wonderful new year, and I will see you on the other side. Bye.